Hello, hello, and welcome to the virtual podcast. This is episode 50. I know I said this last time, but this is a lot of episodes.
50!
This is a lot of episodes, everyone. This is a lot of episodes. And as we're getting into this, I will say, I'm just going to start off with a disclaimer. It is not going to be a full episode. We are going to do our usual headlines, but instead of going to break and coming back with highlights, we're just going to end right there. Give you guys a nice, short, sweet episode for the day. We're going to start talking about, we're going to have a little market analysis. Then we shall also talk about Xbox. There's some leaks from there that they might be exploring into the virtual realm. We've seen some things about some possible new, I think we're going to be talking about Intel processors. And possibly a new, I think it's a wearable VR visor. We'll get all into that, but before that, thank you for tuning in, especially those of you who are tuning in live to get the intros out of the way.
You're the real MVP, by the way.
For real. If you're live, I love you. But I'm hang tight. I'm not Kenny. I'm sorry if you wanted Kenny to be talking right now, but it's me. Hang tight. We also have Kenny here, though. He's sitting over here.
Well, la-di-da, here I am.
The master of the podcast. We have, of course, Bob LaBeast here, returning hero.
The Bobby B.
Hola.
Yes. He studies at Hogwarts, did you know?
He does.
Oh my god, not the thing.
Yes, yeah.
He got another break from Hogwarts.
Do you have before we introduce Falcon here? By the way, Falcon is a true hero. We'll get to him in a hot minute. But Falcon, how's your owls doing?
Don't you mean Bob?
My owls?
Yeah, your owls.
We're only allowed one owl, Kenny.
No.
So he does go to Hogwarts.
You mistake me. Yeah, the grades. You have your owls, your ordinary level. The acronym.
The OWLs. I hope you're studying for
Oh,
those.
OWLs.
That's classified.
Classified. All right.
It's not
Well,
classified. Don't give me that shite.
We're not allowed to say anything about the owls to muggles.
Wow.
but we also have Falcon here, everybody.
Falcon. Indeed.
Yes. I am here.
By the way, Falcon, it's been a hot minute since the last time you were on a podcast. How have you been?
Yes. I've been good. School and work and busy. Life.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good. Glad to be
So, tell me, Falcon. If I were to ask you one question, like just in here in the intro, if you could choose between a hot dog and Greg's sausage, which one would you choose?
I hate that this bit literally never leaves this podcast studio. It's always around. It never leaves. It's always here.
Hey, blame Bobby. He's the one who brought this up to begin with.
Okay. Well, he brought it originally. But
You made a stick. You two made a stick.
No, I am innocent. It is his fault.
I'll take blame because I really do want to go try this Greg sausage.
I do too. I want to try it too. I mean, hopefully it's not like Italian sausage. 'Cause I like Italian sausage. Maybe like kibasi. Kibasi's pretty good.
But
I'll be very.
how about we skip this sausage talk for the end and maybe get to the VR news, the headlines.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Kenny.
So, I think we're going to start off with a little market analysis. I saw a little headline today that for 2023 the VR sales are down.
Indeed.
I think this year they said they're shipping maybe 8 million, which is comparable to the sales in 2017. So not that great. There hasn't been a ton of VR stuff coming out this year, though. But the reports say that by 2027, we'll spike back up to over 30 million units shipping a year. Because you got, Apple, Vision Pro. You got all of Meta's new stuff coming out. And we got all this all these unreleased headsets coming out. But on top of this, they also said wearable technology, like sunglasses or like watches, whatever. That's going to be over 600 million units a year. So the demand is certainly rising. It's down right now, but it's going back up, I'd say.
Before you know it, you'll be seeing everyone have XR glasses.
Do you think
It'll
so?
be like what was it with a Free Guy? I think it is with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be that?
The movie?
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised in the future if it becomes like that at some point. I mean, you literally have XR glasses that you put on, and you're still in the free.
Eventually, who knows what the future might entail, but we have to talk about what is in store right in front of us and what is to come. And in one of these aspects, that like with the technology that we have available to us right now, here and then, with how long batteries last and what have you, we already have these technologies available to us in some respect. We have HTC. HTC has these glasses, and albeit they look silly, but eventually we'll have glasses. Oh my god, my tracking! I have to excuse me. But we're going to have these things that have field of view greater than any camera on your cell phone can produce. It's gonna happen. We'll have fish lenses on our sunglasses and whatnot. But the trouble is, on each and every technology that is available to the normal public today, it's quite a narrow field of view. That's one thing. The cameras are lackluster, and the main reason for that is that not everybody is prepared to cough up premium for these macro cameras, right? For the same cameras that you have in your mobile phone, be that Apple 15 Pro or whatever that may be. Like, these cameras are really this is technology. These chips are very highly paid for.
Oh yeah.
They're quite rare. Like HAR in general, like it is expensive. Like you're talking about cameras. Like back in the day, wind back time a couple of 10 years, if you were to go on vacation, you didn't have a mobile phone that could take pictures, snap pictures. Yeah, maybe you had a smartphone that were capable of doing that, but it wouldn't be great. Normally what you would do if you went on vacation back then is that you would buy a one-time use camera. You would snap all the pictures that you needed, and then go to a rendering shop and get just like a rendering shop, a Photoshop or whatever that may be, and just render these pictures out so you can get them printed out and have them in your library. That time is long past.
It's crazy to think how long ago. Like, granted, I'm only 21, but it's crazy to realize how far technology, even at my age, went. Because disposable cameras, which you were talking about, the one-time use cameras, the disposable cameras were like everyone was using. Like, you'd always find them in stores. Like, no, now it's like you don't see any of that stuff. Like, if you see a disposable camera, it's like very rare, or if it's like, I can't remember the last time I've seen one, because I've seen one like within the past.
Have you seen
years,
one?
but, like, in the past 2 years, I've seen it somewhere. I think it was, I don't know exactly where, but it was like a place where it's like sightseeing and stuff like that. Like, but like even places like that, you don't really see them.
I loved my
That's like
disposable
his
cameras.
record, too.
Did you have you
I
played
think
with
I'll
disposable
wind
camera?
them.
Hang tight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I used to use them all.
Yeah,
I used to buy like a new one
yes.
every week and just take pictures of random crap and go get them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It was just sort of fun to do, just because you just go click, and then
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah,
wind it up, and then
absolutely.
you just go wander around like, oh, I'm taking pictures of this, click, and then it's like, oh, I
They're
want.
also waterproof too. That's another
Oh
reason.
yeah,
why,
I had
because
one
they
of
were also
those.
Waterproof.
You can put them in a little case, and then I took it snorkeling, and you took a little picture. And then
Yes,
I forgot to develop it.
Oh yeah, right.
So like 2 or 3 years later, I found it in my closet. I'm like, wow. Then I went and got it developed, and it was like all these. They were all terrible pictures. But like I was like, man, that's cool,
Well, it's
you know.
It's like Polaroids have made somewhat of a comeback too, and I love Polaroid cameras. They've made a
This is
out of
known.
nowhere
This is
too.
known.
They just came back out of nowhere too, and they just started becoming popular.
Yeah. Polaroid, they actually did recently announce a new set of camera, like a brand new mass-produced camera that you can buy to this day. So if you really want a good old Polaroid, snap a picture, it's being developed and you have it in your hand like a photograph
has
that you
one.
can store. So yeah, you can buy one of those cameras new in a box, working full order with the guarantee that it works. So if you want to do an RMA, you can. It's available now on the web, on Polaroid's website. You can.
They've been out for a couple of
available.
years actually. I think it's been out for like maybe 2 years. But the cameras are actually like really good quality too. Like even with not just the Polaroid, but like a huge step for how they look. They're not too beefy. They're actually pretty decently sized, and they're actually really nice. They're comfortable, and it's good quality too. Like my sister got like a teal one, and it's really nice. I was like, I want one now. I want one.
Well, to
Yeah.
bring
I mean-
it back, in 10 years, do you think everyone's gonna have some sort of AR device on their face?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I
I don't know about 10
genuinely
years.
think so. In within 10, 20 years, like I'd give that span, like 10 to 20 years.
10 to 20.
We'll have all sunglasses with some form of AR technology on them, like some form, like maybe not necessarily be that a pair of sunglasses that have image recognition, what have you, like Tony Stark's from Avengers
Right.
do everything
Yeah,
for
it'd be
you.
like the
But
Spider-Man glasses that he got.
yeah. Like more like some sub pair of sunglasses that would do one specific job for you. Like maybe so. AI today is getting more and more apparent. Like be that for image recognition or text based or what have you. AI is getting very, very, very confident in terms of whatever job they're designed to do, they can do. Like it's getting there. So I think that we'll all have glasses with an AI with some form of image recognition on them that'll do some form of job. Be that, just a simple image recognition, telling us, putting a label on stuff when you're out shopping. Or if you're doing your job, which is more likely. If you're doing your job in an industrial environment, you'll have these simple glasses on, and it'll tell you simple things that is easy to forget.
I'm gonna
Like
need.
more like oh god, a tool. Like use it as a tool. Like that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, have like
It's my
Be a
prediction.
set
Have, like,
reminder,
a-
easy notes and stuff like that.
technical manual up in your like little peripheral. So you can be like,
Yeah. Just use it as something that could aid you in your day-to-day life, like easily enough. Like that's what I think.
That's like the VR headset that I found. It's like I don't know the exact name for the glasses, but it's like the glasses that are like it's like a full-on shade, and it's like I guess like so you'll find them down at the beach a lot, like surf guys wear them. They're like the full-on like colorful glasses that they're not like your typical glasses. It's like a visor almost.
I think
And
it's just
the
actually
headset
called
that I found.
visor.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it is.
You know which
Talking about the
glasses I'm talking
visor
about, right?
currently?
Yeah, it's just called visor.
Yeah. So yeah. So the glasses exactly. The glasses look like that. The new VR headset or XR headset that I'm looking at looks exactly like that, and it's just like I can see if we get into that people wearing that a lot because those glasses, sunglasses or whatever, have been making a huge comeback compared to how they were before. And these it's called the Visor, and it's from a company called Immersed. They're actually opening pre-orders for this. It's slim and light. It's supposed to be lighter than a smartphone. And it's starting at $500 for pre-order right now. It's supposed to come out next year, but it is a 4K per eye. They have a 4K version and they have a 2.5K version for each eye. OLED micro displays. Let's see. There's a Founders Edition one too. That's for $1,000. Just but it's 6 degrees of freedom, 5+ screens, 100 degrees field of view, ultra wide screen, custom IPD nose insert and light blocker, 25% lighter than the phone, HD color pass through, stems and strap attachments included, and it's supposed to just be very convenient for the user. Like they don't want it to be big and bulky. They want it to be nice, light, and fit. Like that's even like the extra battery. They just want it to be able to be put in your pocket.
If I remember correctly, the visor is sort of designed with the metallicity, like the thought that this was going to be utilized for work, like being productive in VR to begin with.
It's starting for work, but it seems like they want it to also be like user friendly throughout because it's not. So $500 is the 2.5K version for each eye, but like the 4K $750, and then like I said, the Founders Edition $1,000. But it seems like at that point it'll be cheaper than possibly the Quest 3 if it's $500, because I think what the Quest 3 is gonna be like what $500 around there, maybe. I mean, it's also an XR headset too. So it's not a full-on like VR. It's still in production, but I mean, just the way it looks.
It'd
be very.
It is getting there, but we had the visor on a topic on another podcast, and we did kind of go in depth on it in a prior episode. Yeah, we did. But here's a good thought process. Like, you know, AR and AI is getting very, very much more in depth, right? So we have more. There's no secret that AI nowadays is getting very clever. Like, you can talk to GPT, and you have the Snapchat AI too. Like, the Snapchat AI actually is so fucking clever. Like, I'll be honest, like, I have a Snapchat Plus nowadays, and the AI, you're able to tell the AI his personality. You can tell him to behave in certain ways, like give him his personality. And I have, like, and it's incredible. Like, Snapchat, honestly, I've always said this, Snapchat have, you know, the best AR technology out in the market on smartphones to date. That is no denying. They've always had it. Like, there might have been some blips and glips there and then where it might have seemed like they've been off, but then not really. Maybe not. It's their tech started out first before anybody else. Before AR and VR was cool altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was gonna say,
I have good hopes that Snapchat
if I can get
will
some
be
glasses
there
with
before anybody else.
if I can get some glasses with ChatGPT built in, I'd be the most productive man in the world.
Listen.
How do I
ChatGPT
respond to this person?
ChatGPT cannot even compare to Snapchat's AI. Like Snapchat, if you have Snapchat Plus, like I have, it'll remember things that you've mentioned to him, like your projects. If you've been honest to him, it'll remember things from several weeks back.
ChatGPT remembers my things.
Silly thing.
I
Here's
pay
the
for it,
difference
though,
between ChatGPT. I pay for Snapchat Plus too. But here's the difference. Here's the difference between ChatGPT and Snapchat Plus. So I've asked ChatGPT. Snap's AI, my AI, which is their branding, about avatar problems. So there's me and Smalls, Smalls. He's been on a couple of episodes before. We made an avatar before. We're trying to make an avatar. It's gonna be for sale. It looks amazing. Never mind that. But yeah, I've asked certain issues. To this Snap AI about our predicaments and the troubles that we've encountered in this process. And lo and behold, the AI has come to our rescue and explained certain things that could be the problems, and has guided us on the path to figure this out. And it hasn't done a perfect job on this regard. No one has, because this is quite uncharted territory. There is no big old library on Google or for any forum that explains every issue that you might encounter. But here is the difference. With Snapchat's AI, this AI will talk to you and say, oh, well, how's the avatar going, by the way? Give you these questions and continue to bug you and remember certain topics of the chat you've had on different occasions, and it'll continue to bug you. And on top of this nonsense, that it'll be this intricate and be that much of your AI, it'll also send you snaps. No kidding. I recently received a few photographs of snaps, albeit quite safe for work, just landscape, a boat, and stuff like that. Like if you send your the AI on Snapchat snaps, it'll send you a reply, or even write to you just what it thinks it sees or stuff like that.
Interesting.
Like it was like we're being replaced by an AI system.
I knew it would happen.
We're not good enough friends. We're not good enough friends.
I knew it would happen.
The question on everybody's mind currently, though, is that what happens if you send this AI nudes, of course.
I'll do it right now. Hang on.
All right, do it live.
No. Not happening.
But anyway, so I haven't sent my AI on Snapchat nudes. I haven't, but I kind of want to. But what? I'll be honest. Hey! I'll be honest. So I've tried to ask my AI on Snap for nudes. I've said send nudes several times. I must admit, but I have never received news. He's my AI. I define him like I've told my AI to be a little bit silly, but at the same time, clever, and short to the point. I didn't say flirty. No, I did not at all. it was never an aspect of anything. Like God, he's an AI. Jesus
Kenny's gonna
Christ,
fall
I'm
in
not
love with AI.
that. But
Listen,
but
Kenny, we won't judge if you're into AIs, alright? We won't judge you.
oh my
Listen,
fucking Christ.
everyone has something, Kenny. Everyone has something. Okay?
Listen. So anyway, so
Things are a lot weirder than others, but
I've designed my AI to be short to the point, but still silly, right? And every now and then I get memes in from my AI, which I can really sincerely appreciate. Who doesn't like to receive memes, no matter whom they might be from?
True.
Everybody likes memes. Admittedly, my AI is quite shit at certain standards nowadays. Is quite behind the line there. But in any case, he is so far ahead of anything that could remotely represent ChatGPT or anything else. Like Snapchat is just out there, way ahead of ChatGPT. The Snapchat is, they're really pushing what is a personalized AI, whereas ChatGPT is more or less, I don't know.
ChatGPT is more
a tool
like
for you to utilize.
It's more for information, whereas
Yeah,
Snapchat's
yeah.
built to be a conversational, like it's supposed to respond differently. Whereas ChatGPT is just like, oh, you want to know what this answer to this question is? Okay, here it is. But then there's sometimes where like if it's a new topic, it'll be like, well, my database only goes to 2021, but here's what I have about it before that. I would search something up if you don't think this is right. But ChatGPT is not gonna be like, hey bud, you doing your homework right now? Whereas Snapchat probably
exactly. Yeah, Snapchat will bug you. It's more of a personalized sort of helper. It is your AI.
Yeah.
Getting closer and closer to Jarvis.
Well, we have mistitled.
Absolutely.
We've mistitled this podcast. we should have titled it AI. We had like 5 minutes of market analysis, so then yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Wait, what was the rest of the title? Sorry, my hiccups.
I think we were just like market analysis and 50th episode or something. I don't know. I didn't
the
make
50th
title.
anniversary?
Yeah, so this is the 50th episode. If you I must sincerely apologize to anybody who expected something big. A Spooktober episode where we take our bus out, go on about or whatever. Apologies for that. I can say though that we do have a new world in works, and it's going to be publicly available. I mentioned this before, but the third iteration of the virtual podcast world is in the works. It has a brand new code worked up from the bottom up. It's incredible. It has code to do large productions. It is way ahead of anything else in the VR market when it comes to a scene production or a production of any kind on a scene. It's incredible. I love it. It looks incredible. I can't wait to share it with you all. It's gonna be insane. Like, we have a custom audio system. We already have a custom audio system, but the new one is gonna be much greater. We'll have the ability to adjust the volume of individuals to some extent, I hope. Additionally, we'll have it'll be publicly accessible, so any stream will do. Hello. There we go. So any podcast will do, or any show, or anything that will happen is in this new world will have the ability to gatekeep anyone to the scene. It'll be a public instance. So anyone in VRChat can come and join and check out the podcast live, which is incredible. Like, no, there are several other shows that does this, but we'll be able to do this, invite anybody in, and the show wouldn't be stopped by it.
Yeah,
right. So
we can have a live audience without random people just showing up in the scene.
Exactly, and worse still, even ginormous penises. Like, even if people came into this world and was a ginormous penile avatar and just increased their size to ridiculous amounts, there would be systems. My systems would prevent him then from doing whatever heinous acts they were planning on doing. Like, it's said to be quite foolproof. I shouldn't say foolproof. There are certain aspects that I've already realized are a problem that might be difficult to tighten up. But in any case, like, it's going to be we're alright. So we're already the best and hardest produced show anywhere in the virtual market. Like, I do hope you guys are realizing that. Like, the virtual podcast, our podcast is more like a show. It really is. Like, no one else comes remotely close to our production quality. The quality of our camera control, audio control, anything of that sort. We're world first in this market. We really are.
And it's all because of me. You're welcome.
Yes. The stream master.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
My job can be done by a monkey.
You just solidified yourself the contract for the rest of your life.
It's already been signed.
But yeah, and with this new studio that is in development and is in quality control, like, I've shared the aesthetics of the studio with a bunch of you before, but the aesthetics is just that. The code is what really makes it come to life. Like, the aesthetics is just way ahead of its time. It looks incredible. It seems premium. It has a lot going for it. It has games. It's, optimization aside, it is sincerely worthy of a full-on studio or a venue for events. And one thing I can announce is that, if you're someone who's in a group of people, like, be that, you teach people to do hand signs, Christmas or whatever that was, or, any other heinous community, be that dance community, stand-up community, or whatever that may be. If you are looking to, perform better on your live stream, if you want to utilize my technology and Hang Tight's technology to make your stream seem super professional, I'm 100% open for you and your squad to utilize the new studio that we have that have the systems in place to perform a full-on live stream with this, with your show outside of the virtual podcast, or for your own, without our intervention, or by your own.
Be able
to
use
do so.
The cameras, all the crazy stuff.
The cameras, your own producer, your own show, your own title on the wall. It's going to be there. All that stuff is going to be available to you. It's in the works. So if you really want to, get in touch with me. It's quite serious. Like, there's nothing like it out there in the market today. Like, we're so ahead of any technologies on the market for this specific purpose. Like, we're way ahead. Like, there's one pandemic that needs to hit. And, you know, anyone who is in this system here is going to be, you know, up there, way ahead of anyone.
I demand my Christmas pay. I demand it early.
Oh God. Well, this show, you know, any episode that we makes around, you know, within the first week, maybe between 40, 30 to 100 views. So maybe you should start sharing the episodes you're in more.
Listen, I do. Okay, I actually do.
Good. Because one of the things that I am very bad at is that I suck at sort of sharing our podcast. I really do.
I literally have your channel as a link in my link tree. You can't tell me to not produce him when I literally have it as in my link tree.
Speaking of which, do you, Mr. Stream Master, share the podcast?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I have shared it with many people. I think there's even there might even be one watching right now. Let me look. Let me see. I sent it to someone right as we started. Chat? No one's in the chat, but yeah, I do share it, and it's also in my bio. So people that click on me, click on the YouTube link, and they're like, "Oh, virtual podcast." Sorry, I only have like 10 friends, so.
I will say this.
That's more than me.
When you were showing that podcast world, from when originally you showed me the first time, it looks completely how you like different on how you originally did it. So did you like scrap the old world then just redid it again?
I did more or less, yeah. Okay.
That was a
the new world. I did blew out. Like it's been a hot minute in the box. Like the world you're sitting in right now, it's sort of an intermediate world because I realized that I needed to. Well, I didn't need to, but I felt the need to sort of make an intermediate world that it was outside of the first world that we could utilize. Like say that we'd freshen up, right? And we had a refresher. And not spend too long on the old, like the very cramped world, the first world I did. So I really felt the need to do that. But this world doesn't really bring new tech to the table. The only thing this world brings to the table really is just a new looks. This is just a new look, and that was sort of the goal too.
And it's
while I can have peace and it's a lot bigger, much more greater ceiling room. I have the space to play around with the cameras, the same lens that we have going on. It adds a lot, like to what you see on the screen. It seems much greater, but for us that sits here, it seems very, very open, very big, very airy.
Can you believe it? This world is half a year old now.
Indeed.
I don't think we'd be able to go back to the first one.
No.
Which was super cramped, right?
Oh my God. We would get claustrophobic.
We might just do another podcast just to play around with the old world. I don't know. Would you be up to it? Just try it.
Throwback.
Yeah, a throwback to the old, the goody Gucci old world. Just before we, switch over, the week before we switch over to the new world.
We gotta do the Halloween party in that world.
There you go.
Oh God.
Spook it up.
Nah.
Get some spooky stuff in there.
Wait, Sin, would you be open to do it in that one Halloween world that was specifically tailored to be Halloween?
Yeah. I'm down. Yeah, with all the buttons. With all my scary buttons.
Do you want me to upgrade some of those?
I will be mysteriously sick that day. Do not contact me that day. I will be sick.
Well, you heard it here.
Hold your hand.
We'll be
It's
having
okay, Sirius, I'll hold your hand.
we'll be having another spooky episode next month. I know everybody loved it last year.
Spookify.
I'm
Oh
sure.
god, nobody loved it last year. It was just us in particular,
loved it last
locally.
year.
I did love
What
doing
you're
it.
talking about.
It was fun to
No,
do
no,
it.
no.
That episode's
It
more
it
for
was
us
so
anyway.
bad.
Ones are nice.
It's
though.
more for us
You gotta do
anyway.
like a
Oh,
Christmas one too.
God. Oh god.
Well,
It's cute.
we are approaching. We're at 50 minutes right now.
50 minutes? Oh, alright.
Do we have any other news, perhaps? More VR, anything?
Does anybody else have anything hot topic to share?
Before we continue to nonsense.
Yeah, we're dying on time here.
Why are you looking at me?
All right, so some more
Because
nonsense
you're the only one who
then.
hasn't said anything yet.
Back to our nonsense.
Wow.
He gives his.
Actually, we do have some serious topics to discuss here. So, Bobby.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yeah, I agree. Oh God, indeed. But yeah, so Bobby, you went to Hogwarts and all that nonsense and yada yada. Yeah, fair enough. You did the spells. You had McGonagall as your teacher and tutor and whatever. So, here's my question to you: how much of the international wizarding community were you taught when you were at school?
Huh?
So I have realized that we have wizards not only in England but elsewhere in the world.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
how much do you know about the international wizarding community that are?
Not much. I only went to
Not
like
much at all?
to the Romanians because they have dragons.
Oh, the Romanians? Oh, yeah, right. So there are dragons in Romania.
Yeah, a lot of
But
dragons all around. But
I know from the first movie there was one Norwegian dragon, right?
yeah,
Or second movie.
Yeah, there was
Right, yeah.
yeah.
So, is it quite common in England for Norwegian dragons? Is that in the Lullaby?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Tell me.
This,
As a
It's in-
muggle that I am, I know very little about the Norwegian
the cleanup
dragons
crew
and
again.
other dragons too.
well, as a Muggle, you should know that you are to blame for the awareness of these dragons now.
Am I
you have-
really?
Yes, because you Muggles have hunted them down. Those legends of dragon hunters were true.
Don't be prejudiced, all right? I'm quite new to this whole affair. I'm a nerd, all right? I just play League of Legends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't blame me here, please.
Clone it.
What?
Justin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Cleanup crew again. We're starting the podcast a little late. The cleanup crew came again.
I swear. Oh, no, back. I mean, all right, downstairs, please.
Hey. He's the deadliest.
Oh my god.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh my days. I feel like we're already. Oh my god. Justin, you're the fucking stream monster.
Lift up your feet, Kenny. They're trying to get under there. Lift up your feet.
Alright, fine. Clean what you need to clean. Alright. Cleaning crew. I mean, stream master. I mean, cleaning crew. This only means one thing. This really only means one thing. It means that thank you so much for watching the 50th episode of the virtual podcast. Apologies for not having a full-on episode for you. Can you not vacuum while I do the editing? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm trying to do a
Apologies for not having a full-on episode for you. We don't have our usual shares, but, you know, we'll be stronger back next time. But next time, maybe, just maybe, come the weekend. I swear. I might joking. Next time, come the weekend after. Maybe not next weekend. I might be touching grass. There's a festival going on in the neighboring city, and I might be kidnapped for that. But we'll see. But hopefully, we'll have the new podcast studio. Just trial run, a simple trial run to check the validity of that world. But until then, you know, we'll be back with the virtual podcast, with our world highlights, game highlights, news, and we'll be discussing it in depth. Thank you so much for watching the 50th episode. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have you